Good morning, Fort Worth. It is 9 December. You got Andrew and Dustin Schneider from the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast.
Good morning, Fort Worth. It's a beautiful day out there today. It's going to be a nice sunny day after it warms up to almost 70 degrees today. But this afternoon, we're going to have a brisk cold front moving in, so be sure to have a jacket on you of some sort because it could get cold, and it's going to be cold the rest of this week.
I'm showing a high of 50 today.
Oh, no, it's going to get cold. It's going to get close to 70 before the front hits.
So Tuesday, we got 32 degrees for the high and 22 for a low with a 20% chance of rain.
Because you're in Capitol Hills, Illinois.
Oh, my God.
You're not even in Fort Worth. You're a Fort Worth podcast, and your goddamn weather's not even in the right city?
You got me. That's why we're here, folks. That's why we got a co-host.
Jeez.
Guide us in there, sir.
Why would you be in Capitol Hills,
Well,
Illinois?
look at that. I typed in Fort Worth, and it came back
here you go.
again. Campton Hills, Illinois. So if you're in Campton Hills, Illinois...
So Tuesday, it's going to be a lot cooler. The lows are going to be 42 with a high of 52. A little gusty. Wednesday, 34 with a high of 59. Thursday, 38 with a high of 62. Friday, 44 with a high of 66. And Saturday, 50 with a high of 66. It's going to be a beautiful week at the end of the week and lead into a gorgeous weekend.
AccuWeather, you are dead to me. Look at this. It completely glitched out. There it goes. Now it's starting to load. Okay, on to our next segment.
Wow.
December 9th is National Pastry Day, so if you like big, fluffy rolls and things like that, go get yourself some pastries.
Does this count as a pastry?
A Pop-Tart? You bet your ass it does, sir.
All right, I was just wondering.
Genocide Prevention Day. You want to click on that one?
Oh, God, here we go. You're leading me down a path.
December 9th is Genocide Prevention Day in Australia is observed. Each year, genocide is a word that refers to acts of violence perpetrated by members of racial, ethnic, national, or religious groups. The goal is to annihilate the entire group. The term genocide became widely used after World War II when the magnitude of the Nazis' regime atrocities against European Jews became apparent. Okay, so today is to bring awareness to genocide.
I have a joke that would fit in here right now, but this is your show, not JJTM.
Y'all want to hear it? I think they want to hear it.
Oh, you want to hear it, huh?
All right, here we go.
How many times have you committed genocide on your old lady's belly?
Moving on, today in history, 1965, Charlie Brown's Christmas becomes a classic. Charles Schultz's comic strip Peanuts may be a huge hit, but CBS predicts disaster when A Charlie Brown Christmas premieres tonight. Child actors voicing the character, no laugh track, jazz score, and a depressed lead character all spell doom. But the show will become an instant classic, airing every Christmas season since.
Well, that's about the average for reviewers.
Yeah. Let's not get wrapped up in the details. December 9th, smallpox is declared to be eradicated.
Okay.
On December 9th, 1979, scientists certify the global eradication of smallpox, a disease which killed an estimated 300 million people in the 20th century, has been eradicated. This picture is what got me to read this news story. It shows U.S. Marines are pictured in a dugout hole surrounded by media as they arrive on the beach of Somalia during Operation Restore Hope, December 9th. So paint yourself this picture, sir. You didn't invite these press out. You are trying to come in under the cover of night, all sneaky as a Marine, and all of a sudden the lights come on, and there's hundreds of reporters all around you.
Isn't that pretty much the case with just about every war that's been fought in the last 2 decades?
But you look at this spooky Marine. He's got an AT-4 over his shoulder. He's got a 203 attachment on his M16. I mean, this guy is ready to do some nasty shit.
At least this time he's got the right camo on. Almost.
Almost, yeah.
Unlike Iraq, where our guys were running around in woodland camo in the middle of the desert.
Yeah, sure. So this was 1992. The first Marines made a pre-dawn beach landing in Somalia in support of Operation Restore Hope. They were met by hundreds of reporters awaiting their arrival. Yeah, how does the word get out, you know? They knew exactly where those guys were going to hit land. That's just crazy to me. All right, onward. Today we had a few notable celebrity birthdays. Lori Grainer, she's from, what's that show?
The Shark Tank.
Shark Tank. I almost said Apprentice. And then this is the only one I really cared about. John Malkovich is 70 today.
You're not a fan of Felicity Huffman and how she cheated to get her kid into college and then went to jail?
I don't know anything about this Felicity lady.
Yeah, you do.
Do I?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was on Real Housewives. Not Real Housewives. Whatever that stupid show on ABC was.
Doesn't sound like I'd watch it.
You did. You were a huge fan. You told me all about it. You're on their fan club.
Fort Worth officials prepare. On to the news, by the way. Fort Worth officials prepare to enforce ban on game rooms starting in 2025. City council members will formally ban 8-liners December 10th. Business owners will have 45 days to remove the machines from their stores.
This is news?
I think so.
I thought this was banned years ago and you weren't supposed to have them, but people ran
They're
them anyway
everywhere.
because no one enforces it.
I think that's the thing. Like it has been illegal and no one enforces it. But everybody knows that these places when they pop up are just seedy little places for all sorts of bad shit to happen.
But what a waste of time.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
I mean, let's go. I mean, this is easy money, easy targets to go hit.
Yeah.
But why not go after these people that have been shooting people left and right?
I think this is where they hang out.
Probably.
We got Matt Stubbs with the Fort Worth.
Speaking of guys that own guns.
Traffic helicopter.
Around
Mr. Stubbs. Up in Sky
Hello,
Viper.
Fort
Good
Worth.
morning.
Yes, good morning. Monday morning, Vietnam. What's up?
We got.
Did you serve in Vietnam, sir?
Yeah, were you there?
I'm doing the traffic reports, guys. Trying to do the traffic reports.
Okay. All right. We'll dive into that more later. What you got going on up there, Sky Viper?
Man, I-35 is slow. Actually heading to a crawl on southbound through downtown Fort Worth with delays starting at the 820 interchange and stretching to Rosedale Street. Expect 15 to 20 minutes. On 820, westbound lanes are experiencing backups between Trinity Boulevard and Pipeline Road due to ongoing construction. Eastbound is clear and moving smoothly. On I-30, eastbound lanes are clogged near Montgomery Street, down on Montgomery Street. I-20, we got some slowing near the Hewlin Mall, so don't head out there to steal your Christmas gifts. Go to the Parks Mall to steal your Christmas gifts. Camp Bowie Boulevard, moderate delays near Ridgely due to lane closures. At South Main Street, it's busy around Magnolia, especially around lunchtime. You need to watch out because they're doing some resurfacing. What's up, guys?
Hey, how's the? Have they started tailgating around the stadium yet? I know the sun has just barely broke the horizon. I figured people would already be out there drinking for Monday Night Football tonight.
Yes, and there's already been 6 spousal domestic abuse cases that have already been notated and charged.
Pre-game, because they already think the Cowboys are going to lose against the Cincinnati Bengals tonight.
Dude, the Cowboys play on Sunday, man. What are you talking about?
Nope. They're playing tonight, sir.
You know how we know?
How?
We got one of the world-renowned photographers sitting right next to us.
And you know, Joe Burrow's in town. Are you excited about that? Is that moving?
Yes. I thought he had a blown-out knee.
I thought he did too, but apparently he's playing.
Oh, that was his first year, wasn't it, when he did it?
Yeah.
Never mind. Is Troy Aikman playing?
I think so. I think they're going to call him in.
I thought he was just serving hot dogs.
Yeah, I think they're going to call him in. I think he's also doing a halftime.
No, that's what our coach is doing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I think he's going to do a halftime performance on the middle of the field with his acoustic guitar.
I hear he's going to show the quarterbacks, like, put on a clinic, show them how to throw a football.
He probably could. Hey,
yes.
I know you were joking earlier about stealing packages, but did you know that Texas leads the nation as the riskiest state for porch piracy, and DFW is one of the worst areas in the country for porch piracy?
I mean, I would believe that because it happens all the time. Neighbors all around. I mean, you hear about it on the little Facebook groups, and it's pretty prevalent.
I'm going to say it has to do with maybe a helicopter floating around that's got a little crane.
Mm-hmm.
Did y'all install a crane up there?
Little skill crane. Yep. He drops it down there and grabs packages.
All right, let it be known, the Sky Viper cannot be used for porch pirating, sir. Cease and desist. Cease and desist.
Unless there's studio gear on the porches, then we use it.
Okay, I'll let that slide.
Yeah.
You see anything from Sweetwater, pick it up.
All right, we'll do, guys.
That'll work. We promote porch piracy as long as it's from Sweetwater.
And now it's organized crime.
Yes.
It's just an alternative form of commerce, guys. Come on.
Yes.
Alternative form of commerce. God, I love
That
you.
box down there says Gibson. I'm going to grab it.
All right, guys. Katie's getting feisty. Oh,
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right, poo-poo.
Don't get shot down.
That is Matt Stubbs from the Fort Worth Roots podcast morning show, Traffic Helicopter. Love that. Favorite segment, like old Matt Stubbs calling in with his craziness.
I've heard there's already extended cuts of just his appearances appearing on YouTube.
Oh, really?
There are fans just cutting out his segment and then put them all together.
I'm here for it. That's awesome. Arts Fort Worth looks to Future Beyond Community Arts Center closure in December.
I thought this was a happy show. Now we're going to get angry.
Well, people need to know. I walked in there 2 or 3 weeks ago. I was invited to come talk to their director of communications. And, man, the whole building is just one big old ghost town. And it's sad. It sucks because for some reason, and this is not the first time I've heard this, it seems like Fort Worth doesn't really support the arts community, which is one of the better things about Fort Worth. We have internationally recognized museums and exhibits, and it seems like that's something we could all rally behind. But the Fort Worth Community Arts Center will close its doors to the public at the end of the month, but that doesn't mean the end of the nonprofit that manages the space. Arts Fort Worth, which managed the facility at 1300 Gindy Street for 22 years, will continue to manage the city's public art and grant program, as well as serve as a resource for artists and other arts organizations within the community. The building was first constructed in 1954 with new additions in 66 and 76. Arts Fort Worth announced it will vacate the building in July, shortly after one of its anchor subtenants, KWC Performing Arts, abruptly announced its closure. The city-owned building is in need of roughly $30 million in repairs, which Arts Fort Worth would be responsible for, according to its lease agreement. Continuing operations there would not be financially sustainable. City officials have explored different options for redeveloping the building after issuing a request for proposals. Hosting public presentations and announcing 2 finalists, the city ultimately decided not to move forward with either plan. The future of the building is still uncertain, but Mayor Maddie Parker assured residents at a 23 city council meeting, so over a year ago, that the location would continue to serve the arts community.
I will call crap on that. And that whole corner is turning into hotel corner.
It's the back pages over there.
And I bet you they will tear that down and put in another Crescent-style hotel like they built right down the street, or one of these super high-end hotels. Mm-hmm. Bowie House, whatever you want to call it. God. Like that right there. That's what they're going to do.
That's Dallas, by the way.
It's complete BS. And it aggravates me because that building is badass. It's awesome.
You were just showing me pictures of the auditorium.
The auditorium's awesome. We had our friends in Royal Sons do an album release there, and it was an amazing night because they had a whole bunch of bands playing stuff before they did their set, and it was just epic. And if they would open their doors to more stuff like that, then I know people that have lived in this town their entire life and have never been in that building. They've driven by it a million times and have no idea what the inside of it looks like because it's not easily accessible.
Yeah.
And
it's kind of a weird parking situation, too.
Well, and it's, anytime you want to go over on the weekend, there's a gun show at Will Rogers, right. So you got to fight through that. But it's just aggravating. Like you said, we live in a city that is renowned for its arts and its museums all over the world. We have the biggest and best modern art museum.
Not for much longer
in the country.
It doesn't look like.
The Fort Worth Modern Art Museum?
I mean, if we're losing stuff like this, where does it stop? Do we stop hemorrhaging before we lose those?
You can't close the Fort Worth Modern Art Museum. We're the only city in the Western Hemisphere that has a Michelangelo painting.
I did not know that.
The Torment of St. Anthony is at the Modern Art Museum.
Permanently.
Oh,
cool.
Or is it the Kimball? It's one of those.
One of the two.
Yeah, but we're the only place in the Western Hemisphere that has a Michelangelo painting.
It's pretty badass. That story and the one right before it are from Fort Worth Report. You can go to fortworthreport.org. This one is also from the Fort Worth Report. Our neighbors, we're located here at Hoppin' for the Morning Show. 2 doors down is Doc's Records, made in Tarrant. How this Fort Worth record store became a staple in Foundry District. Foundry District is Hoppin', Blackland Distillery, Doc's Records, Thrive Apothecary, and a bunch of other little shops right here.
It's like 4 blocks around here.
Yeah.
Maple Branch. Yeah.
All the good stuff.
Weisenberger and what is that? Curry Street.
Curry's right there.
Yep.
This is Weisenberger. I don't know what the one behind us is.
That whole area is.
Yeah.
Right here.
Jenkins Boyd is the owner of Doc's Records and Vintage at 2628 Weisenberger Street in Fort Worth Foundry District. Founded in 06, the family-owned business is home to new and used vinyl records, CDs, and cassette tapes. Doc's also sells vintage goods, including clothing, posters, magazines, comics, and music memorabilia. The store was founded in Hearst and moved to several spaces before opening the doors to its current location in 2018.
So you're not old school if you didn't shop at it in Hearst, and that was when I lived over in Hearst.
Yeah, are you even Fort Worth if you didn't shop at Doc's in Hearst?
Or out on West Camp Bowie.
Fort Worth
That's where it
official.
was fun. They got wild out there.
The Back Pages days.
No.
Got to go overseas for that now.
But they had wild shows out there at that West Fort Worth one. They nearly tear the building down.
They've got a
Going
stage
crazy.
at this Doc's, but I don't hardly ever see anybody on it. I've never actually seen anybody on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They have shows there all the time.
Oh, okay.
And they used to have the stage in the back, but now it's all those stupid apartments over there that are $700,000.
It's something. It's something insane. Yeah, they just put up some
Looked them
new
up the other day.
apartments right there at Weisenberger and what did we just call it? Curry. And they're insane and very expensive.
Right on the road.
Onward. Fort Worth officials, developers explore ideas to balance open space and rapid growth. In 22, Fort Worth officials approved a 137-page strategy report outlining how the city could execute its vision to preserve more open space amid rapid population growth and sprawl.
Oh, you mean not build warehouses everywhere, that there's open space and open fields? Because Fort Worth is now known as the most warehouse space
We do have a ton
in North America.
of big, beautiful warehouses all over the place.
I have friends and family that come in and visit and are like, what are with all these warehouses everywhere?
Yeah,
it didn't
it's pretty insane.
It didn't hit me until some out-of-towners were like, y'all have a cool downtown area and a nice little, art district area, but the outside of the city is nothing but warehouses and looks like shit.
I want to say, like, just in the past 9 years, they just
It's
started
horrible.
exploding.
When's the last time you drove to Denton? Up 35? Start from downtown and go to 35, and
Just all
everything from
warehouses.
here all the way past the racetrack is nothing but warehouses.
Yeah, that tracks. The city management of 300 parks and 13,000 acres of open space attests to Fort Worth's ability to bring trust for public lands recommendations to life. On the other hand, incentivization businesses and developers to help out is still a work in progress, said Parker, who launched her Good-Natured Open Space Initiative.
Can we stop with this Maddie Parker crap?
There's a lot of that. All right, that's what happens when she's the mayor, and this show's about Fort Worth.
I got some stuff whenever you want to get to it.
All
if
right,
you want to have
let's-
some comedy instead
let's
of some
dive into
anger
it.
stuff.
Come on,
Monday.
let's get in there.
Okay. So I was hopping around on Reddit, and this user by the name of, I'm going to give him full credit, Open Conference 3798, sounds like a real username, not a throwaway
Right,
account,
for sure.
decided to ask ChatGPT to roast various Fort Worth neighborhoods.
Who would have done that?
It's amazing. It's a great idea. This made me laugh so hard. So we'll go through. He did 16 different neighborhoods.
Okay.
So downtown Fort Worth, a depressing concrete graveyard for people who think a rooftop bar makes up for the fact that they're paying $2,000 a month to live in a closet. The streets smell like broken dreams and vape pens, and the only people who call it vibrant are tourists who've never been to an actual city.
Oh, man. That's rough, man.
Stockyards?
Okay, let's hear it.
Nothing says culture like a bunch of washed-up drunks playing cowboy in overpriced boots.
Oh, my God.
This place is a flea market for people who think a longhorn skull on their wall is personality. If the stockyards disappeared tomorrow, nobody would notice except maybe the cows.
God. Did you know that the Fort Worth Stockyards pulls in like 3 times as many tourists as the Eiffel Tower?
Yeah. Yeah, and especially this time of year. You go down there,
crazy.
it is packed.
Yeah, somebody dropped that jewel on me not too long ago, and I was like, what?
It needs to be a world unisex location. Hey,
do you
World Heritage Site. UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Never heard of it.
Oh, you haven't?
Mm-mm.
Oh, well, look those up. Because
Okay.
that's like the highest landmark you can get in the world.
Okay.
West 7th, the epicenter of mediocrity, where every Tinder bro and a knockoff Rolex comes to flex on broke sorority girls who pretend they're classy because they ordered Prosecco. It basically one giant STD transmission site with louder music.
Wait, what district was this?
West 7th.
Yeah. That's okay.
How about our
perfect.
buddies down on the near south side?
Oh, I don't know. This could get real nasty.
Where everyone acts like they're saving the neighborhood while pricing out the people who actually live there. The only thing more overrated than the coffee shops are the people who pretend to enjoy them. The vibe? Trust fund activism meets artisan poverty.
Oh my God. Okay, so that was AI roasting districts here in Fort Worth.
Mm-hmm. One more
Okay.
for our friends in Fairmont. Congratulations, you overpaid for a 100-year-old house with plumbing that hasn't worked since the Depression. The only thing historic here is how long it takes the city to fix a pothole. Your quirky neighborhood is just gentrification with a fresh coat of meat. Or of paint. Fresh coat of paint.
These are so destructive. All right, we've got a couple of call-ins here. This one's from our buddy Brad over at Boulevard Brew.
Hey, good morning, folks. This is Brad with Boulevard Brew in River Oaks. Want to let y'all know coming up this Friday the 13th, we had the duo Yesterday to be playing in our lounge. They're going to be playing a lot of 50s, 60s, 70s music for you. And then we also have beer and wine in the lounge. And while the lounge is open, the coffee shop will be open from 5:30 to 9. So again, this Friday, the duo Yesterday will be playing in our lounge from 6 to 8:30 right here at Boulevard Brew. Look forward to seeing y'all.
Thank you, Brad. And we'll play that one again Thursday since it's a Friday activity. But I wanted to make sure I got that out since he sent it to us last night. And then we've got this one talking about our big annual Christmas party that we teamed up with Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations and Jeff Zero for an album release party and just community Christmas event. You are all welcome. Let's listen to Richie.
On December 14th, 2024, from 2 to 6 p.m., Fort Worth Roots presents A Very Itchy Christmas 3, Shitters Full. This community Christmas party celebrates not only an excellent year in the Fort Worth arts community, but also the release of the new Itchy Richie album, 100 Monkeys and a Broken Typewriter. Bring your best dish to pass and enjoy the self-serve tap wall while taking in performances by Jeff Zero in his own private universe, as well as Itchy Richie and the Burning Sensations. This event is free to attend, so Saturday, December 14th at Hoppin' Fort Worth, 2 to 6 p.m.
And we want you all to come out. But listen, if you can find something better to do, then go do that. And
Which I found out.
We'll be with you next Christmas. So
Next Saturday, if you are a fan of local music, it's going to be a packed day because you come here from 2 to 6, and then you leave here and you go to the Fort Worth Rock Assembly at Cicada.
So I'll be there, and I'll be there late.
Yeah.
So this is the lineup for the 14th. Hoppin' Christmas party, 2 to 6. After party, McFly's. We're going to be there for Lucha Libre midget wrestling.
I'm not paying extra for that.
You don't have to. So you don't have to buy a ticket to that. You can just come to our after party at McFly's. And then after we get done at McFly's, we'll be heading over to Cicada. And I'm really excited about Bikini Wells, who I've not seen perform yet.
The Friday night lineup is out of control, too. You've got, I think it's Hotel Satellite doing Radiohead. For those that don't know, Fort Worth Rock Assembly is something that has happened for years. And I think the very first one went up against the very first Jerry Jonestown Massacre anniversary party. And so our anniversary party was failure as far as attendance. Now, we had quite a few people there, but they all went to the Fort Worth Rock Assembly afterwards. And I didn't go to that year, but I've been to year 2 up until, I think this is 8. They stopped because of COVID. COVID put a big cramp on it, but they are firing it back up this year. It's put together by Panther City Exchange. And the lineup this year is just freaking
How many are on the
bill? I think there is 5 each night. So there's 5 Saturday, 5 Friday, 5 Saturday.
Oh, I didn't realize it was multi-night. I didn't know they were going to be.
Yeah, it's Friday and Saturday.
Okay.
And usually it used to be 2 or 3 days when it was at Lola's, and it would be like on Saturday, it'd be a whole day long, but it's going to start at 6 o'clock on Saturday and go till late. But I will be there both days because I've been asked to cover it for a few of the bands, shoot them and video them and stuff. But it's going to be, it's fun. We got this week on Tuesday night on my podcast, Jerry Jonestown Massacre, we're having Tony Diaz on, and he's the one who's the brainchild behind all this. So
very cool.
He'll be on and talk about it and then fill us in on all the bands that are playing, because I'm not even 100% who's playing which night.
Right. Yeah.
So
all I know is Bikini Wells goes on at 11 on Saturday, and I've been invited to that show specifically, but I'm gonna try to catch as much of this as possible. It's gonna be rad.
It's gonna be a fun time.
Few updates from our homies here at Hoppin', where we record the show every Monday through Thursday at 8 a.m. We launch these episodes, and Michael and Holly are nice enough to let us use their stage here at Hoppin'. Okay, I almost forgot. We're going to pull a name. Every Monday we do this.
We'll keep going through your thing at Hoppin'.
Okay, all right.
Your rundown, and I'll...
All right, you're right. All right, so tonight, the 9th, is Industry Night, 25% off taps. They got the Cowboy Star here. So while our buddy Dustin, our co-host this morning, is out there shooting the game, you can watch on the big screens here at Hoppin' with 25% off taps. Trivia night on Tuesday starts at 7 p.m. Wednesday, Christmas songs, music bingo style. Thursday, we got Casamigas Margaritas and $2 Modelos. And then on the 13th, we've got Court Huang live music this Friday on the 13th, and karaoke from 8 to 11. Don't miss out. And if you guys don't know where Hoppin' is, it's right down the street from Doc's Records, 2 doors down, right next to Blackland Distillery. And it's a self-serve tap wall, 58 taps on there with wine, seltzers, craft beers, and they have a full cocktail bar right in front of the stage. So got everything you need.
My ADHD brain is over here trying to make them all be the same side up.
So we do a drawing every Monday, and Dustin just pulled a name for us. Who do you got? Now listen, this is not a team event, so if you're not listening to the show, you don't get to claim your prize. So I know Susie's listening. She's already screwed this up once. We love you, Susie. She made it a team sport, but I'm glad she did, because last time it happened that the person that won, it was actually their birthday. So it was a big win for everybody. And I know this person in my hand.
I don't see how this can't be a team sport when anybody away from here can just holler at the other person and be like, hey, they said their name on the...
They can.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, if you let the prize overlap, we just keep putting stuff into the pot. So this week, our friend MC Hand Music just won. Do you know who that is?
Isn't that Mandy?
Uh-huh. So...
let me text her real quick.
She just won a 50-minute facial from... Stop it.
I thought you had to go overseas for that.
From the Body Scrubbery on Pennsylvania Avenue. A $25 cash from Fort Worth Roots. And we also have a sampler, a Delta 9 pack from Thrive Apothecary in today's drawing. So all that is for our friend MC Hand Music. And all you got to do is holler at me, and we will coordinate to get you your winnings. But you got to holler at me before Thursday, otherwise we roll it back into the drawing.
Mandy listens, because she even calls
Mandy does listen, yeah.
In that sampler pack, is there a little sample that says Jim smells like weed?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Jim smells like weed?
You must not be a big Heaven fan then, sir. That's like one of their biggest songs they play live.
Okay.
Thought you were a fan of Mandy. Mandy?
Go ahead.
I just proved it right here.
Well, I'm a big fan of Mandy. Big Heaven is no more, so you can...
She still plays it solo.
That's true. That's true. She does.
She does her solo show.
That's true. She does.
I told her I'd play bass for her.
Would you?
Yeah. I have a cool acoustic bass, too. We'd have fun.
Can you play drums?
No. I mean, I can, but...
You make stick hit drum make noise?
I just don't sit down long enough to do it, because drums kind of aggravate me, but I can program the shit out of drums.
Right.
And I've done that.
There will become a day and time where bands don't need drummers anymore.
I just saw that on Thursday night with a national band.
Yeah.
Not Thursday, Wednesday night.
Who was it?
So Better Lovers came through town, and for those that don't know who Better Lovers is, it's members of Every Time I Die and the lead singer of Dillinger Escape Plan. And they've put out 2 records, and they're hardcore, heavy, fast, chaotic, insane. Well, that morning, Wednesday morning before the show, their drummer found out that they couldn't, had a personal issue back home that was an emergency. He had to fly out. So they were going to cancel the show.
Damn.
Well, they had a drum tech that supposedly was going to fill in, but he doesn't know all the songs completely yet. So they weren't 100% comfortable with that. Well, earlier in the tour, they did a show in Philadelphia where they multi-tracked everything.
Yeah.
Because I guess they're going to put out a live record. Their tour engineer spent most of the day putting together or taking the drums and making them sound good, and they played to recorded drums and piped them through, and they had the drum kit set up there with a little plaque behind it.
Yeah.
But they played to recorded drums, and it sounded fantastic. Now, you didn't get the looseness or the fun feel or them doing long fills to where Greg could go climb on stuff like he normally does, but you still got to see the show, and it was pretty damn close to 100%.
They didn't have to cancel. That's a big push for excellence.
They only had, after Dallas, they had 2 more dates, and they were going to play them all out. But it was, I've never seen a band do that before. I've attempted to do it with my own bands.
Do it. Let's let AI run
awesome.
Everything.
Yeah, why not?
All right. Tell people about the Jerry Jonestown Massacre podcast.
Well, if you don't know who we are, I'm sorry. You must be living under a rock, because we've only been around for like 12 years now. And you can go grab it, jerryjonestownmassacre.com. We do our show every Tuesday live on YouTube. You can come join the chat room, whatever. You can pick it up on your favorite Podcast 2.0 app.
Be part of the community.
Next day. Yeah, come on, chat. Our chat room gets fun. A lot of people just go in there and sit, and they don't say anything.
Yeah.
But
it's the best live chat.
It's fun, and it gets out of control. And the rest of this year is going to be pretty banging. We got some good guests coming in. Like I said, Tony Diaz this Tuesday. He's always awesome when he comes on, and he hasn't been on in a few years, mainly because of COVID and everything going on. So it'll be fun to sit down with him. He is our mayor of Fort Worth. Me and Matt have both said that we would endorse him as our mayor of Fort Worth, and he should be the mayor of Fort Worth. And then we have 2 giant end-of-year shows coming up. One's going to be all music-based, and then the other one is the chaotic White Christmas, out of control, White Elephant, whatever we do.
Okay.
When all y'all come in as the last Monday of the year. And we're going to have 2 Monday shows.
I've already got my White Elephant picked out.
So it's going to be a fun time. Also, I know you're doing something about bands doing album releases or whatever now.
Yeah, we're going to start that up second week of January.
Well, finally, on 1/1/25, January 1st, New Year's Day, 2025, the Spectacle record. What did we call it? I forgot. The Selling the Dream. Record. Selling the Dream. The Spectacle album will be up on all streaming platforms on 1/1.
I'm here for
2025. We are postponing our album release party till probably February, March, because all of us have so much stuff going on in January. So, be on the lookout for the Spectacle.
Cool. Let me know if we can get involved. All right.
We need a big stage.
Where can they find you on Instagram?
Plastic Dust at Instagram, or Jerry Jonestown Massacre at Jerry Jonestown Massacre. Either one. Or at The Spectacle.
Thank you for surprising me. I forgot we lined this up.
I only told you 9,000 times, and it's recorded. It's documented history.
As you guys move through today, we hope that you will choose love and gratitude every chance you get. Till we talk to you tomorrow.
Love you, mean it.
Good day.
Great day in the morning. Great day in the morning. I'm blessed by your chocolate.